What's up, and welcome back to Interpreting the Stars, where today we're doing another ranking video. That's right, we're ranking the entire Phantasm series to find out which one is the best of the best, and you might be surprised with my personal opinion. If you've seen the series, let me know how you rank it in the comments down below, and as you do, let's get cracking. In 5th place, also known as last place, is Phantasm Ravager at 54%. Phantasm Ravager was the only film in the series to get a failing letter grade because it's an incoherent mess. It had a good idea at the heart, but for the most part, it ignored everything great about the series before it. And it tried to do something different all around. The writing and the editing particularly were pretty awful, but so were the PlayStation-like visuals and an incredibly mediocre acting ability from everybody. Plus, everyone at this point hadn't aged very well. Reggie kind of had, but everybody else, I don't know. Overall, not a great film. In 4th place at 62% is Phantasm II. Now, this was the highest budgeted film on the list, but I'd also argue it was also the most unimportant in the long run. The first film offered the audience a ton of questions. One of the most prevalent on my mind was how they could even make a sequel based on how the first film ended, and this one didn't even try to answer that. All it did was act like the first movie didn't really end, and it was more of the same, just gave us more questions. Narratively, this was honestly the weakest. In 3rd place at 66% is Phantasm. This is the first movie in the series, and truthfully, if I rewatched it, I would probably score it higher because retrospectively, I appreciate the movie a lot more now that I have had time to think about it. It is clearly the most important film. It is the most metaphorically thought-provoking in terms of grief and what that can do to a person. But narratively, it was also the most confusing film in the series that never really offers the viewer any kind of exposition as to what in the world is even going on or why. It operates like an actual nightmare operates, meaning it goes all over the place and just tries to freak you out, but it's not interested in being a film that makes any sense. And I get it, but as it is now, this is where I place this. In 2nd place at 74% is Phantasm III, Lord of the Dead. When it comes down to this movie, I think out of every single film, it was technically made the best behind the scenes. There was great uses of visuals in terms of lighting, color, and practical effects, and narratively, it was the first film in the series to actually finally give the audience some answers. Not many, mind you, but some. It was still imperfect, though. In 1st place, also at 74%, is Phantasm IV, Oblivion. Now, this was scored exactly the same as Phantasm III, but my bias score was slightly higher than the other because I ultimately had a better experience with it. I mean, it wasn't made as well, technically speaking, but it did offer the viewer a whole heck of a lot more information and mythology surrounding the tall man and how he came to be, and the different dimensions that he can travel through at will. All that. It also weaved in old deleted scenes from the first Phantasm movie in a very effective way. All of this had me very much enjoying the film as a whole and ready to see the next film, which, as you know, I have ranked as the worst of the saga. It is what it is, guys. And that's it, guys. Tell me how you rank this series in the comment section down below. Tell me what your favorite in the series is, what your least favorite is, and until the next ranking video, I'll see you next time. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Peace out.